very excited to bring to you today this special segment. We are discussing what it's like to be in the home renovation business here in Dallas, Texas. I have with me founder and president of Marke Lifestyle Incorporated, Stephanie Glenn.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being here. So Stephanie, what industry did you come from before? What were you doing before you were renovating homes here?
Oh my gosh. So I spent the last 12 years as a clinical pharmacist.
Okay.
So the majority, honestly, pharmacy school is 8 years total. So my
Just a few years of school.
so my complete background and everything is medical based.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you already have a lot of attention to detail and doing things the proper way. I can imagine if you give someone the wrong drugs for, the wrong ailment, it could end up in a problem, right?
It can definitely be a problem, a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Sure. So I'm guessing that a lot of this skill set translated into your business when you started renovating homes.
Attention to detail is definitely incorporated into the renovation process, definitely.
Absolutely. So when you first started in this industry, did you go to a seminar? Did you get tutored under someone? What were some steps that you took to get started?
It took me a lot longer to probably just step out into this industry just off of fear alone. So it was a lot of educating myself. I reduced my debt to income ratio so that I could be in a position to afford houses on my own and also live in another house as well. So when I initially started to get into it in 2019, my debt to income ratio was too high to have another house.
Okay.
So me being a clinical I've been making six figures since I was 25. So I had a lot of unnecessary things. So I had a house in Midway Hollow.
Okay, expensive neighborhood for those not familiar with that.
I had two cars, no idea why I had two cars. So I just started to reduce my overall, there's no reason for me to have these things in order for me to afford another house, another mortgage to take on that, to do this, yeah.
In the homes that you were purchasing, what were the purchase price points in the neighborhoods where you were looking?
400.
400, okay. In the home that we're currently in right now, what is this home priced at?
This home is priced out just right up under $800,000.
Okay. And you are under contract, correct?
Yes.
So roughly $400,000 to purchase. You don't have to give all of your business details, but...
Well, this one was, this in particular one was almost 5.
Oh, this one's almost
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And on average, how much would you say a renovation of, this is 2,500 square feet, 3,000?
2,800 square feet, so just under 3,000. Honestly, when you go into a house, you get bids. So you start off just buying a regular house. You're going to get your inspection. You're going to figure out everything that's wrong with the house. And from there, you're going to figure out what it is, the important things. So you're always going to do the important things first. So with this in particular house, is all new electrical, all new plumbing. The roof was in great condition. The HVAC was only a couple years old. So those are the major things that you want to look at, but those are the things that the HVAC and the roof that did not need to be replaced.
So that's a less cost for you.
Yes, but ultimately those are the things that you want to think about first because those are going to be most important long term.
So HVAC, roof, plumbing, electrical. What are some other big ticket items that make or break a deal for you?
When I got into it, foundation was huge for me, but I'm realizing how easy it is to fix now. So there's a couple deals that I passed on due to foundation. I can just, as I was walking through the house, I was sliding.
That you can write down.
Yes. And I was very fearful, but I'm realizing how easy it is to fix now. So it's not scary for me to get into it, but it's definitely something that has to be fixed. Nobody's going to purchase a house in this price point with foundation issues.
Gotcha. So that's really interesting. It sounds like, the things that you've learned along the way have helped you to change your formula a little bit.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
And experience is sometimes our best teacher, right?
Oh, yes, definitely.
What are some pitfalls or takeaways that you could help other people to avoid?
You know, experience is the best key. I mean, I did so much educational background and trying to educate myself and prepare myself with what could happen, but just to be out there and to actually do it is the best experience. And I'm not going to say that I make money on all of the houses that I've done. I've lost money, but I always walk away with more knowledge, and that is key.
So it's really interesting because a lot of times I hear people who go to a lot of educational seminars, or, they hire people to educate them, and they've invested, hundreds of thousands of dollars into learning, but they've never actually done the thing. And what I'm hearing from you is that you immediately got your finances and your home in order so that you could do it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to work, and then you said, okay, maybe this one I lost a little bit, but it was a learning lesson. Next time I'll do things differently.
Yes.
So do you think it's better to take action without knowing sometimes, rather than, educating yourself on everything before you take action?
I think definitely taking action without knowing, but having a good support system. So having people that you can lean on and ask questions to, or people that will help literally walk you through issues. So with my first property, I had a great mentor. So sometimes having those people behind you to help guide you is, to me, it's better than sitting at home and reading a book. So
what do you think is like a fair situation in home renovations for a mentor or a coach?
What do you mean fair situation?
So, a lot of people will sell courses, or they'll take a proportion of the sale. Like, what have been some of the experiences you had, or that you think are the better experiences with a coach?
Well, even with a coach, you can lose money in general. I think it has to be based on the person and what they're comfortable with actually coming out of their pocket for. Gotcha. Because sometimes when you think that, okay, if I pay for a mentor, let's just throw out a number, $25,000 for a mentor, they're going to walk me through the process. I'm going to not have any hiccups as I'm going through the process, but that's not going to be the case, because every home is going to be different. When you start tearing down walls, every situation and issues will pop up differently with each house. So
it sounds like it's really good to have someone that you can call and ask for help.
I absolutely think so.
Do you have any people that have been integral in your journey?
Yes, I mean, I do. I've had a couple hiccups, but I definitely have some people who have really guided me and supported me. Yeah.
Awesome. And you have a real estate license as well, correct?
I do.
So do you like to look for homes on your own? Do you like people to bring you opportunities? How are you finding the right purchase opportunities?
Well, I prefer to find my own houses, but you can look at some houses and know that it's going to be a game changer. So with this in particular house, it was wholesaled to me.
Okay.
But the game changer was the realtor who put it on the market did not do an appraisal. She didn't get it reappraised. So they had added on an addition, and that wasn't included in the purchase price, essentially. Okay. So I would have loved to been on the front end of this deal, but I wasn't. But I felt like it was a good deal for me to grab it still.
Yeah. Do you typically do a renovation in a neighborhood and then decide whether you want to do more? Do you have one area you're in?
So within this in particular area, like I said, I have a great mentor, and he only works in this area. So would I like to venture out to other areas? I would definitely like to be closer to where I live so I can pop in a little bit more and be more hands-on, because this is pretty far from where I actually live.
And you don't live in the neighborhood?
No, I don't live in the neighborhood.
How did you happen to pick this area?
So I actually looked for somebody who was successful in this area.
Okay.
So and it happens to work for me.
So this is typically a male-dominated environment, correct?
Definitely.
How can we work towards creating more space for women to join this industry?
I think just in general, more and more statistically, women are joining what is considered male-dominant roles. And I think you have to have a passion. You can't just get into something just for the money. You have to have the passion for it, because, money comes and money goes. You make money, you lose money. So just in general, statistically, women are thriving. If you have an interest in doing it, do it. Because ultimately we're thriving in male-dominated roles more and more.
Yes.
So
would you be open to mentoring someone who would be interested in working with you?
I would take somebody up under my wing, and not a group of people. I don't know how you do it in real estate, but yeah, definitely.
Gotcha. So on a one-on-one basis, somebody who was hungry, somebody who showed passion, loyalty, you would love to work with that person.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Awesome.
Any other advice that you can give to our audience? Anyone watching who's inspired by you?
If you have a passion for something, just do it. I would say that fear held me back for a couple of years of actually jumping out and doing this. Fear and just trying to plan the what ifs, but be confident in what you know as an individual and educate yourself, jump out there and do it.
What's next for you, Stephanie?
I have an amazing real estate coach, and I really want to dominate that right now.
So you're looking to do more resale as well?
Yes, correct.
Fantastic. So home sellers, who better than a renovation specialist that really understands home value to guide you through that process? If you're thinking about selling your home, Stephanie is now offering her services to assist you or someone who really just want to get top dollar. And if she walks into your home, she can tell you, hey, change that fireplace. I understand ROI. I do this for a living myself. And that way it takes out a lot of the guessing game for you. You don't have to, oh goodness, what should I do? What should I not do? You could hire a professional to really walk you through that. Stephanie, what is the best way for people to connect with you?
You can connect with me on my social media at stephanie.thedfw.realtor.
Fantastic. And her business is called Marke
Lifestyle.
Can you spell it for the audience?
Yeah, so Marke Lifestyle, MERAKI Lifestyle. So meaning whatever I do, I put my whole self into it. So that's how I came up with that name.
Love it. So if you were thinking about selling your home, if you're looking to getting into renovations, or if you have an opportunity, what opportunities are you looking for right now in terms of purchasing? Do you have a specific area, style?
So I like this area, definitely. And right now, the price point in this area for unrenovated homes, to me, is amazing.
It's like $400 to $550?
Yes, correct.
Would you ever consider Plano, or do you prefer to stay on this side?
I would definitely consider Plano.
Okay,
Yeah.
Great. So Richardson, Plano, if one of your parents just passed and you kind of don't know what to do with the property, Stephanie is a great person to reach out to. She can give you a cash price if you don't want to put your home on the market. What are some other opportunities that really tend to work out well in your business?
I don't know.
Maybe divorce decrees. If you need to quickly get out of your property, and sometimes divorce can be messy. You maybe don't want your neighbors to know. You could definitely reach out to Stephanie and she'll give you a cash price. Would you say that most of your clients feel that working with you is better than Orchard or Open Door or one of those?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
So for those who aren't familiar, Orchard and Open Door, and there's many other iBuyers out there, they'll tell you, hey, here's your cash price, 10 days, but then it's like that price just keeps going down as the days get closer. And sometimes by the end of it, you're like, oh my God, like this is awful. I want to get out of it. you do have another option. You do not have to feel like you're being held hostage by one of those companies. You can reach out to someone like Stephanie who has, cash in hand ready to purchase for the right opportunity.
Absolutely. I'll be happy to help.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Jessica Nelson. I am the host of the Bullpen Podcast. This is Stephanie Glenn, founder and president of Marke Lifestyles. If we can help you in any way with your real estate, reach out to us.